Well, that's it. I'm officially a foreign film fan. I love foreign films. A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night stars Sheila Vard, Arash Marandi, and is directed by Anna Lily Amirpour. So what's up, guys? It's time for another Netflix recommendation for you guys. And for this review, we're going to be talking about A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night. I know that's a mouthful, but it's worth saying. And this is really a vampire movie, but it's more of an art house film. It takes place in Iran, actually. It's an Iranian Western. And I've always been interested in good, let me stress that, good vampire films. Because the vampire genre is one that can be looked at on so many different planes, at so many different angles. And there's so many refreshing ways to tell a good vampire story. Let the Right One In is one of the best vampire stories out there. And then you have movies like Twilight, which are just complete garbage. And then about a million other vampire movies in between. But really there are two main characters in this movie. There is Arash, and then there is the girl. They don't really give her a name in this. She is the vampire. And they're both going down two different paths in this movie until they eventually meet in about the middle. But Arash, he takes care of his father, who is a heroin addict. And you find out later in the movie the principal reason for that. But his father's a major pain in the ass, and Arash is always having to pick up the pieces. And his father's drug dealer really isn't helping matters either. And then this mysterious figure, who is the girl, she comes into town, and she does what vampires do. They have to feed. And she comes upon this drug dealer. And let me just say, that scene is probably one of the best scenes in the film. It's intoxicating. The whole movie's really intoxicating. But this particular scene, among a few scenes that I really love, you are just sucked right in. Because like most female vampires, she seduces the drug dealer, and then it doesn't turn out that well. And what I like about her character is that she is not just a straight up evil vampire. She really eats to live. But she doesn't kill good people, or at least she doesn't want to. And you'll find that out when she first meets Arash. She can tell that Arash, he's a good person, and she kind of falls for him. So in a sense, this kind of turns into a love story. And another interesting character in this movie is the prostitute. She is just kind of being pushed and pulled in all different types of directions throughout the film. And she's more of a victim of circumstance, more than any other character, but I found her completely interesting. But the main thing I really want to talk about, and that I love about this movie, is the direction by Anna Lily Amirpour. She does a fantastic job with this. It's very artistic. It's a black and white film, and you have to be patient with these art house films because they don't really go down the same path that normal Hollywood movies go down, or even really conventional films. This is not your traditional vampire film like, say, The Lost Boys. This isn't an action-filled movie. It's more of an experience. That's kind of what I refer to art house films as. Darling is another experience, and I love it to death. And this one, I love it to death. It's a great film. On the flip side of that, art house films aren't for everyone. Some people are not gonna like this movie. Some people are just gonna be really impatient with this movie. But that's okay, they're not for everybody. Another thing that I really love about this movie is the score and the music, because I believe sometimes you don't have to have music to make a scene effective. As a matter of fact, sometimes no music makes the scene even more effective. This movie is case in point. There's quite a few scenes in this movie that there is no music. But there is kind of a building of tension, and you'll know exactly what I mean when you watch the movie. And oftentimes they use this when the girl strikes, but it's so effective. And I wish more horror movies would do this because it just works. And on the flip side of that, from a music standpoint, there is some like 80s pop or 80s pop influenced music.
Oriental dress, the one you love is a mess.
As a matter of fact, one of my favorite scenes features the song Death by White Lies.
Yes, this fear's got a hold on me. Yes, this fear's got a hold on me.
There's very little movement going on in the scene, but the song is playing in the background, and really the song kind of tells the story of the scene. So in the end, guys, I would definitely give A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night a purchase worthy. This was a fantastic film. Love the hell out of it. And it's on Netflix right now, so you can watch it. It's right there. So what are your thoughts on A Girl Walks Home Alone at Night? Looking forward to hearing them. Also, for more horror talk, make sure you check out our Killer Flicks Facebook group. If you look down below, you can see all my social media links. If you like what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and Drumdum out.